Uh, so today this will be another video on Google test. So today I'll be talking about the practical use of Google test in the real world, how this library is used to do unit testing. So previously we saw how to configure Google test to Eclipse, and we were able to run some sample test case on, but Google test is running independently without any linking to any project, any other application. So here today we'll see how we can run Google test for doing unit test on a library or an application. So here it is. So basically in regular applications there are basically mostly interfaces or APIs or any other mediator applications. Most of them are not that doesn't provide any output unless called by someone. So even if an application has an end interface, it's better to test it with by building it as a library first, and then going to release. Usually the flow is initially the application will be in debug mode, like we'll be building the application and we'll debug a lot. Then once the debugging is done and we find the application has come to a stage where we can see the output, so we want to test the requirements, and that is where we do the test, and then we again find some issues, and then we do the debug, again we test it, again we debug, and finally once all these iterations is done, then we have to do release. So this is how the flow goes. So we're concentrating on test of an application which is already there. So let us see here how we can do that. So here I have an application which is basically a simple application, the real world scenario application which I am using it. It has some .h files, .cpp files, it has include files and all those things. So yeah, it is just a regular application with some kind of logic to it. So this application, what it does is basically find longest palindrome. This is implemented using Mayer's algorithm for detecting longest palindrome. So to give an example what a longest palindrome is, we have given a string and we want to find the biggest palindrome in that string. So that is what we are trying to do here. So we have the project here, so we have to test various scenarios when this when this palindrome is empty, when the palindrome is beyond some length, and when the palindrome is correct, when the string is our input is correct, the string input is wrong, and we can think of a bunch of other scenarios where this could fail. We don't want it to fail, but so we need to test all these scenarios. So the other thing I want to let you know is that if we want to write another solution due to any other reason, because this application is not giving the performance bottleneck that we need, So we have to create a solution 2, and we have to make sure that it is consistent with the solution 1 with all the test cases that were run before and everything. So it will be a big mess if something goes wrong with the solution 2 that is provided. So we have to test all the different available test cases for solution 2 as well. This is where goal test will help in reducing the issues that will come up later. So here I have built this as a static library. So as you can see here, if I see in the configuration, if you see in the configuration here, I have put it as an static library. I have included some folders here for this is from the workspace. So all the configurations is just there to build it as a static library. I'll show you where it is, but just hold on till we see. We can add references here, so we can add YT Google test as a reference so that this library can be added to this one if it is in the same project, of course. But otherwise you can always include the path here for the library that is available here. So that is one thing we can always do. So this project is made to build as a static library with artifact name as this, and so output of this will start with lib and extension is A as usual. So I'm building this project. As you see, what will happen as soon as I build this project, I am getting a lib gtest library test.a. So this is a file that we want to test. So once this project is built, we will be just given with the .a and the .h include path that we are needed for it to be tested. So apart from that, we don't need anything else in this library, so we just put the library away and we are given these two files and we are tested. So we can test create the test suites for any number of projects. Just if they give us the .a or .so with the header files. So again, this is a simple test here. We have created in the sourcefile.cpp file. We can name it as this gtest library test. But any case, in the previous video we've already seen how we can add include path for Google test to this project, and how to add libraries to this project. So excuse me. So we have this two test cases. As you can see here, we have this string, and we are expecting an output of 8. We are expecting the solution 1 is actually the will give the answer for this string, the longest palindrome in this string. So as you can see, the why it is 8 is because if you start from B on the end, B double A B double A B, this is the largest palindrome here. This is like sorry, that is not the one that is there. I'm sorry. So I think, okay, this is the one which is the longest. A B A B A. So this is the one which is the longest, which is 8 characters. So this is one test case, and we have another test case where A B A. So this is a test case for even match, even palindrome, and this is a test case for odd longest palindrome. In this case, we have now this is the largest palindrome, which is A B A. So this is supposed to give us 9. So these are the 2 test cases we are running, and we can add more test cases. I mean, there are a lot of other options apart from assert, and there are a lot of we can also check the output of the screen, and there are a lot of other things we can do in Google test. I'll be discussing those things later. So right now I'm testing a null string, and I'm supposed to get 0. So I haven't tested this before, so let's see what will happen if we run this thing. And okay, I'm running it. So yeah, so 3 tests of the 3 tests have passed. So these are what I am expecting, and this is what we got here. And let's see another test case. We will test a non-matching case here. For example, we want to test D F D D F F D. Okay, this is a palindrome, so let's see. We have ERTY as a D, which I don't think is a palindrome. I don't think has any palindrome in it. So we'll run this one. Run. Okay. So we have a failed test case, that is test case 4. In this case, the longest palindrome is it's same as 1. Let's see if it is the way we expect it to be. Well, I think so. That is how this logic has been written. So let's find out. I mean, this is how it is. I mean, if we have a null string, this has to be 0. Whereas it doesn't have any palindrome, any single character can be taken as palindrome. One character can be taken as palindrome. So this is supposed to be 1. So this is how we test the applications real world. So before I will wind up this, I will show you what all the properties have been added to this particular test to integrate with gtest library. Obviously, as you know by now, everything is by linking and the header files. As you can see, I have added this include here. I have added library path here, and that is what we need. I mean, that's all that is needed. I mean, or else we can directly add this in a reference as a reference, and apply. And this is we add this as a reference. I don't think we need to add this anymore. Let us see. I mean, I'm not sure, but why don't we just give it a try. So this is okay. We already given this path. Okay, this one we don't need that, so we need a path to header file for sure, I think. Yeah, for sure, but we don't have to provide the library path if we are already adding it in the reference. So let us see if this will work for us. I'm not very sure of it, but then I mean just give me a right. And okay, it didn't work. I mean, it is saying undefined reference to longest span rule, so it is unable to find the library anywhere. So I think that probably won't work. But yeah, I mean, there's something related to the reference that always kind of help us with actually integrating all these libraries together, but this is only applicable if the projects are all linked together in a single big project and the projects are subdirectories. But in our case it will never happen that way. It's always a separate library that we'll be testing. So this is all it. I mean, yeah, I think, I mean, like, looks like everything is fine, but I'm not sure why this is not getting built. Now it did. This is strange. I haven't changed anything there. But any case, it is able to build now, and we are getting a single test case that is failing, which is as expected. One, and we are done. We are good to go. And we have all the test cases passed. Now this is how we test different libraries and applications using Google Test. Thank you.